We are getting a look inside a U.S. Migrant Youth Center, this one in El Cajon. This comes as the Trump administration says almost 2,000 children have been separated from their families at the border. 10 News reporter Travis Rice was there. And Travis, this is the first time cameras were allowed inside.
Yeah, and this one's been open for several years. Today, reporters were allowed inside to check out the inside of this facilities in advance of some high-profile visits happening next week. However, no one was allowed to talk to the kids inside. Hidden on one of the busiest streets in El Cajon lies a facility at the center of the immigration debate. The Southwest Key program Migrant Youth Center houses up to 65 children here while their status is sorted out. There's a soccer field in the back and a 6-foot fence around the more than 40,000 square foot property that used to be a senior center. The all-boys facility opened its doors today to a small group of local and national media.
I really didn't know what to expect going in this morning.
San Diego Union Tribune reporter Katie Morrissey was one of the 5 allowed inside.
You know, it felt like sort of a school where kids also sleep. When we saw the reports of the one in Texas, there were the murals with the presidents, and there wasn't anything like that in here.
Children ranging from age 6 to 16 spend an average of 47 days in this facility. They go to school every day, play outside, and are allowed up to 2 phone calls per week.
That's when you sort of start to get the sense that, wait, this is a little bit of a different space from just some normal area where you might have kids in school.
The center is always at or near capacity, and roughly 10% of the kids inside were separated from their families at the border, but a lot of them made it here on their own.
They said that children also at any time have the option to choose voluntary departure when they just decide to go back to their home countries, and they do have kids who do that as well.
Did it feel humane in there? Does it seem humane in there?
I mean, you know, I think it's a tough situation because, you know, the folks who are there are social workers. You know, most people who get into social work want to do something good for the people they're working for. At the same time, there is all of this sort of rhetoric and this larger picture of what's happening. So I think there's a lot of layers to it, and it's hard to just say it's entirely one way or entirely the other way.
Southwest Key has 2 other facilities in San Diego, and that's where the girls are housed. It is worth mentioning there is a bell in the front lobby of this facility, and when an immigrant child is reunited with its family, they ring the bell. And what ends up happening inside the center is that everyone stops what they're doing and claps. Guys.
Interesting look inside. Thanks for that, Travis.